Urgent, deadly flesh-eating bacteria cases surge along Gulf Coast. Safety tips you need. Imagine soaking up the last rays of summer on your favorite Gulf Coast beach, only to learn that a lurking danger is growing more common with every passing year. As we head into 2025, doctors are issuing a stark warning. Cases of flesh-eating. Florida isn't far behind, with 13 cases and 4 fatalities. So, what exactly is Vibrio vulnificus, and how can you protect yourself? This bacteria thrives in warm, salty waters, especially during summer months, according to Dr. Alok Patel, a pediatrician at Stanford Children's Health. But here's what you need to know to stay safe. If you have any fresh wounds or cuts, it's best to avoid the water entirely. This bacteria can enter your body through even the smallest openings. For those with weakened immune systems, the risk is significantly higher. However, anyone can get infected, and a high percentage of those infected require hospitalization. Eating raw or undercooked seafood, particularly oysters, can also put you at risk. Be on the lookout for symptoms such as stomach cramps, fever, chills, and diarrhea, as well as signs of infection in wounds or bloodstream.
And this is the part that sparks debate. While some experts emphasize personal responsibility,
others argue that the real solution lies in environmental and public health policies.
What do you think? Is it time for stricter regulations on water quality and seafood safety?
Or is it up to individuals to protect themselves?
Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Flesh-eating bacteria outbreak in Gulf Coast. What you need to know.
A disturbing surge, 32 cases and 8 deaths from flesh-eating bacteria in the Gulf Coast. This year, a troubling outbreak has emerged across the Gulf Coast states of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, with 32 individuals diagnosed with infections caused by a flesh-eating bacterium. Alarmingly, 8 of these cases have resulted in fatalities. The culprit behind this alarming situation is a bacterium known as Vibrio vulnificus, which is one of several species within the Vibrio genus. This bacterium thrives in warm coastal waters and is often found in raw shellfish, particularly oysters. On Thursday morning, the Louisiana Department of Health reported a significant increase in both cases and deaths compared to what is typically observed. To date, Louisiana has recorded 17 infections and 4 deaths this year alone, with seawater exposure being the cause in approximately 75% of these cases. This spike is particularly concerning when we consider historical data.
From 2013 to 2023, Louisiana averaged only 13 cases of Vibrio vulnificus infections annually. In Florida, the situation is similarly alarming, with the Department of Health reporting 13 cases and 4 deaths. Florida has been a hotspot for these infections in previous years as well. In 2022, for instance, 74 individuals were infected, leading to 17 deaths, which the department described as an abnormal increase in cases. Many of these infections were linked to Hurricane Ian, which introduced contaminated floodwaters into residential areas. In contrast, Mississippi and Alabama have only reported 1 case each, and fortunately, neither resulted in death. According to estimates from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, about 20% of those infected with Vibrio vulnificus may die, and many survivors face the prospect of limb amputations. Symptoms of infection can include diarrhea, stomach cramps, vomiting, fever, and chills. Individuals with open wounds should exercise extreme caution when swimming in warm or brackish coastal waters.
Some infections caused by Vibrio vulnificus can lead to necrotizing fasciitis, a severe condition that destroys the tissue surrounding an open wound, which is why it is often referred to as a flesh-eating bacterium. Health officials also advise that those with weakened immune systems should be particularly careful when consuming or handling raw seafood. But here's where it gets controversial. Are we doing enough to educate the public about the dangers of this bacterium? What measures should be taken to prevent further infections? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Dare County Vibrio infection alert.
Stay safe in the water.
2 swimmers are fighting for their lives in North Carolina hospitals after encountering a silent killer lurking in popular coastal waters. And what health officials just revealed will shock every beach lover planning their next ocean adventure. Following a disturbing WRAL investigation that exposed how a local resident was rushed to intensive care
due to a flesh-eating Vibrio vulnificus bacterial infection. Dare County's Department of Health and Human Services has now confirmed not one but 2 confirmed cases of this potentially lethal waterborne pathogen. And here's the terrifying part most people don't realize about these harmless summer swimming spots. The first victim's nightmare began when they decided to take what seemed like an innocent swim in Croatan Sound, unaware that a small cut on their forearm would become a gateway for deadly bacteria.
This individual spent 5 agonizing days hospitalized from July 15th through the 20th, before finally being discharged. But they were the lucky one. But here's where it gets truly alarming. The second case involves someone who remains trapped in a hospital bed since July 28th, still battling a raging Vibrio vulnificus infection after simply wading ankle-deep into the same Croatan Sound waters with what appeared to be just a minor open wound. And this is the part most people miss. These aren't isolated freak accidents. On Tuesday afternoon, August 5th, county health officials dropped a comprehensive bombshell about recreational water-related illnesses that every parent, swimmer, and beach enthusiast needs to hear immediately. Recreational water-related illnesses, or RWIs as experts call them, represent a hidden epidemic caused by microscopic invaders, bacteria, viruses, parasites, and toxic chemicals that contaminate our beloved swimming pools, luxurious hot tubs, pristine lakes, flowing rivers, coastal estuaries, and seemingly crystal-clear ocean waters. These invisible enemies can infiltrate your body through 3 terrifying pathways: swallowing contaminated water, inhaling contaminated droplets, or through direct skin contact with infected water. The most frequent casualties of RWI attacks include devastating gastrointestinal disorders that can leave you bedridden for days, painful skin infections that can permanently scar, respiratory infections that make breathing a struggle, and excruciating ear infections that can damage your hearing permanently. We're witnessing exactly what we anticipate seeing with recreational water illnesses throughout summer months, explains Sheila Davies, who directs Dare County's Department of Health and Human Services. Our surveillance teams remain on high alert, but we're not experiencing anything beyond normal expectations for coastal environments during this season. However, here's the controversial truth Davies wants everyone to understand. While bacteria naturally exists in water environments, the actual risk of illness for general public remains remarkably low. But here's what creates heated debate among health experts. Commercial fishermen, particularly crab harvesters, face exponentially higher risks due to their occupational exposure. Everyone must religiously follow water safety protocols to dramatically reduce their chances of developing these potentially life-threatening water-related conditions. Now, let me share the 12 life-saving strategies that could prevent you from becoming the next victim. And some of these recommendations might surprise you with their simplicity yet critical importance. 1. Never enter water when you're feeling sick. If you're experiencing diarrhea or battling any contagious condition, absolutely avoid swimming or entering recreational water facilities. This single action prevents water contamination and stops dangerous germ transmission to other unsuspecting swimmers. 2. Stay out if you have compromised immunity or open wounds. Individuals with weakened immune systems should consult their healthcare providers before participating in any water recreation activities. Open wounds, including cuts, scrapes, fresh tattoos, recent surgeries, new piercings, create dangerous entry points for deadly pathogens. If you must be near salt or brackish water with wounds, cover them completely with waterproof bandages. Immediately clean any new wounds with clean drinking water and antibacterial soap. 3. Always shower before swimming. Take a thorough soap and water shower before water entry. This removes potentially harmful germs and contaminants from your skin, significantly reducing contamination risks for yourself and others. 4. Never swallow water. Completely avoid ingesting water during swimming or water activities. Even tiny amounts of contaminated water can trigger serious illness. 5. Practice rigorous hygiene. Wash hands thoroughly with soap and clean water after restroom visits or diaper changes. This prevents germ spread and reduces contamination risks dramatically.
6. Change diapers away from water. Parents must use designated diaper changing stations, never near water areas. Properly dispose of soiled diapers to prevent bacterial contamination. 7. Maintain clean water systems. Pool and hot tub owners must maintain proper chemical balance and filtration systems.
Regularly test water quality and ensure it meets recommended safety standards while following manufacturer maintenance instructions religiously. 8. Avoid high-risk swimming conditions. Heavy rainfall washes dangerous contaminants into recreational waters, dramatically increasing RWI risks. Wait 24 to 48 hours after significant rainfall before swimming to allow water clearing. Never swim near ocean outfalls that discharge wastewater, stormwater, and contaminated materials directly into marine environments. 9. Stay informed about water conditions. Check local water quality advisories and warnings before swimming or participating in water activities. Monitor closures and restrictions in your area through North Carolina's Department of Environmental Quality, Recreational Water Quality Swimming Advisory map, and Water Quality Swimming Advisories page. 10. Educate children about water safety. Teach kids about avoiding water ingestion, practicing proper hygiene, and following safety rules during swimming and water play activities. 11. Report water quality problems. Notice water quality issues or suspect RWI outbreaks. Report immediately to North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality, local health departments, and pool operators. 12. Seek immediate medical attention. If you're cut while in sound or ocean waters, consult a doctor immediately if you develop illness, rashes, swelling around wounds, or signs of infection. But here's what sparks the biggest controversy among beachgoers and health experts. Are these recommendations too extreme for typical summer fun, or are they absolutely essential for preventing potentially deadly infections? Some argue that these precautions create unnecessary fear about natural water activities that families have enjoyed safely for generations. Others insist that with climate change potentially increasing bacterial concentrations in warming waters, these guidelines represent bare minimum safety measures. What's your take on this heated debate? Do you think these water safety recommendations are reasonable precautions, or do they go too far in restricting our enjoyment of natural water recreation? Have you or someone you know experienced a water-related illness that changed your perspective on swimming safety? Share your thoughts and experiences. Your story could help protect other swimmers from facing similar dangers. For additional information, visit North Carolina's Recreational Water Quality Swimming Advisory map, or explore water quality swimming advisories. Vibrio specific information is available through the CDC's comprehensive website. Dare County Department of Health and Human Services provides ongoing water safety information through their official website. Advertisement for construction bids. Barnhill Building Group, LLC, announces they will accept sealed construction proposals for Dare County Public Works projects on August 26, 2025, at 2 p.m. The extensive scope encompasses numerous specialized trades including BP 105 Final Cleaning Services, BP 205 Demolition and Abatement Work, BP 390 Turnkey Concrete Installation, BP 205 Complete Masonry Services, BP 500 Comprehensive Structural Steel Work, BP 580 Pre-Engineered Metal Building Construction, BP 740 Professional Roofing Systems, BP 750 Siding Installation with Boxing and Wood Trusses, BP 790 Caulking, Sealants, and Waterproofing Services, BP 800 Complete Door, Frame, and Hardware Installation, BP 836 Overhead Door Systems, BP 840 Curtain Wall, Storefront, Glass, and Glazing Work, BP 925 Drywall and Framing Services, BP 930 Ceramic Tile Installation, BP 960 Resilient Flooring and Base Installation, BP 980 Acoustical Ceiling Systems, BP 990 Painting and Wall Covering Services, BP 1005 Toilet Specialties and Division 10 Items, BP 1053 Awning and Canopy Installation, BP 1220 Window Treatment Installation, BP 1230 Finish Carpentry and Casework, BP 2100 Fire Protection Systems. The construction manager reserves authority to add or remove work scopes as needed. Bid submissions will be received, opened, and publicly read at Barnhill Contracting's Rocky Mount Training and GPS Technology Room, located at 800 Tiffany Boulevard, Rocky Mount, North Carolina 27800, on August 26, 2025 at precisely 2 p.m. Virtual viewing will be available through Barnhill's Plan Room link. Only pre-qualified bidders may submit proposals. Facsimile and email submissions are strictly prohibited. Hand-delivered sealed bids must reach the specified location or be mailed to Barnhill Contracting Company office at 800 Tiffany Boulevard, Suite 200, Rocky Mount, North Carolina 27800. Attention, Clint Hardison, before 1 p.m. on bid day. All bidders are strongly encouraged to include hub participation opportunities in their submissions, as hub participation requirements are mandatory contract elements. The mandatory pre-bid meeting will be conducted both in person and via Zoom on Wednesday, July 30th, 2025 at 10 a.m. at Barnhill Contracting's Rocky Mount Training and GPS Technology Room, 800 Tiffany Boulevard, Rocky Mount, North Carolina 27804. The meeting link can be accessed through Barnhill's online Building Division Plan Room or directly through Zoom. A preferred brand alternates discussion will follow immediately after the pre-bid meeting. Bid documents become available for viewing and downloading through Barnhill's online Building Division Plan Room after July 30th, 2025. The construction manager and owner maintain full authority to add pre-qualified bidders and reject any or all submitted bids. For additional information or clarification, contact Barnhill Building Group through Clint Hardison at 252-802-0740.